Hello, hi guy. It's your favorite four-eyed guy, Bukalo here, and Kajenokina Tony. What's good, Tony?
Oh, good skin. How are you?
What's up, stuff? Yes. Tony is an executive chef. Chef Tony, meets her professionally. Tony is also an owner of a beautiful brand. When I get the chance to chow the food, Lapeng Gourmet, I really feel like leveling black excellence, as he says. We say last time I checked on social media, black labor is not cheap.
The black diamond is cheap.
Then we patalele for sure.
Yeah, it was pricey, mate.
For sure. Just tell us a little more about yourself and what makes Tony Tony.
What makes Tony Tony? I'm just a simple G, man, who's passionate about what he does for a living.
What is it that you do for a living?
I'm a chef by profession, by birth and spirit. So that's one thing that I was called for and I answered. So who I am is who I'm still creating. It's who I'm still trying to find. And until the right time, then we stay. But all that is there was written before to know who Tony is.
Okay, so you are living the story that is written.
I'm living the story that is written.
Okay, cool. Why did you?
There's something which you say when I was growing up. Do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So I'm not going to say I'm lazy because when you in the kitchen, you when I'm working so it was better off trying to find what I was able to do without using much. I wanted something that would drive me, not me trying to drive it, not me trying to wake up in the morning and stress about doing it. But I wanted to do something that even when you wake me up, fully sleeping, you say I must do this dish, I'll wake up and do it. I wanted to do something that it would be easy for me to generate wealth with. So cooking was the first thing that I wanted to do. When I was 12 years old, my mom went with my siblings, and then the whole time, like literally the whole day, I was waiting for them to come back so we can have something to eat for dinner.
Yeah.
And then I prepared something, and on that time, something in me moved. It was not the first time I cooked, but something in me knew that this is one thing I want to wake up and do every day. Because I wanted to do something that feels like a party. You understand? Like what I do for a living is what you do. Most people do at events, but I need to carry the party spirit in me every day for me to be able to sustain the energy. But for me, it was a matter of like trying to find something that will help me build wealth, which is not going to be a struggle for me to do.
Okay, awesome stuff. So the influences are how growing up that motivated you to become the wealth creator that you are.
I'd still say it's my mom. My mom, guys, the woman thinks money and money becomes. When I was growing up, my mom had multiple incomes. So in everything that she did, she knew you cannot sustain your life income you want. So in that, for me, it was enough for me to know I wanted to do something that's not going to take me forever to establish and bring money on board. But I wanted something that would be driven by passion to establish wealth. So it is my mom and mostly people in her circle who build people where you learn having something of your own is more profitable than waking up. Not that we speak against waking up. Waking up is good. It's good for certain time.
9 to 5.
Yeah, it's just extreme. Because also we as business are sustained by 9 to 5 people.
Indeed.
So I wanted something that would be able to generate wealth for my kids, for myself, from the next coming generations as well. So I hope that my kids also take on this, because this was one thing that I felt like will establish wealth. But coming from me to my kids, because I also took something from my mom to establish wealth.
Okay, cool. Let's hope that you are passing on the knowledge that they can sufficiently also create the wealth within the brand.
Yeah. You know, when my daughter says that a lot, he says, if she sees me taking out pots or when she sees us cleaning cutlery, she'll be asking, So every time she does that, my spirit just feels like I'm investing something in her.
Yeah.
So I hope that she takes it on.
Yeah.
I hope that I want her to become a chef, but if she learns something about being a chef was good, and if she learns something more about business, that is greater.
Yeah. Cool stuff. The importance of exposure growing up. So you spoke about being exposed to your mother and how she had multiple streams of income and her friends, a circle of friends. So what kind of exposure and what do you feel like is the right kind of exposure growing up?
There's a quote that I love as well. It says, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. So whoever you rub your shoulders with, it becomes your character. So when you take a knife and you sharpen the knife, run to the other. A knife sharpens the other. So they are both working to become good. They are both working. In the kitchen, when you do that, you can use both the knives that you just sharpened to peel or to chop or to cut because they are both sharpened. So a great person sharpens the great person. So you run off your energy. I'm able to hold conversation with people because of the people that I'm around. As great as the people in the company that you keep. So exposure to that is that whoever you keep in your space, it's so hard to tell kids about that. But I feel like whether you're a kid or you're an adult or young or old, but you're able to see that this person is not for me. This energy is not for me because you know who's for you.
I think it takes a lot of knowing yourself in order to be able to establish that this person is not for me or this person is for me. So what made you understand or know yourself that early exposure that made you understand that, okay, Tony Kimotoso and this is what Tony wants and doesn't want?
That's interesting. But precisely I would say it's who you see people with.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta push yourself to be around people who could make you feel like you want to become a better person. So every child knows their weakness. That's for starters. If you know your weakness, you know what you need to work on. And if you're constantly being told, I was notorious, like against to that I was reprimanded in everything that I did. And every time I keep calls, I feel like I listened, maybe I was not conscious that I was. But as a group, by the age of 12, 18, that's where I noticed that who I want to become, who I am. And before then, I would say, by the age of 7, I knew my characters. There's a quote that says, show me a 7-year-old boy, I'll show you the man. I got that from Vio Dagula. He said that years ago, but it's true. Whatever you are when you are a 7-year-old, you become when you are older.
Okay, so I guess I'm a rebel or I don't know being outside.
Is that a lie?
No, I think that is. I'm very adventurous and so
didn't start off when you were old. No. It started you were like that. I feel like also I treated you as a friend besides being in business because there's certain characters that link up. We believe in the same thing. We believe in how to establish wealth in the same way. We believe in there's a way of raising kids. So in conversations that we always have, it's nothing new. It's something that we've been and that we learned that certain characters stay within a man.
Yeah. So your mentors or role models, other mentors or role models aside from your mother that shaped you into the entrepreneur that you are.
Ruby Mbali, she's a founder of Top Chillers Lounge. I was 16 years old. She took me under her wing. We've traveled, we've cooked for presidential ministers, TV personnel, celebrities, and she showed me the basic of the business, and I fell in love with it as a group. So aligning myself, I won't say it's aligning, but again, it's if you choose something in your life, that thing will choose you back, and anything that you do will connect you to the next point where it will help you to grow. So I would say it's Mbali, she's a restaurantee. She started a brand in 2008 or 2006.
Sure.
And the brand has grown and has become great. I would say she mentored me in the kitchen. I would say I have a friend of mine who's called the food engineer.
Food engineer.
Yeah, he's not a chef.
Yeah.
So he stays there, he's the founder of Smack Brands.
Yeah.
And he says that all the time. He says excellency in each and everything. So if you plate something for him, he will tell that it's not from the heart, literally. And my client will not eat that. So every time when I would do that, I knew that I have to be an excellent plater of setting up that, because I know that my boss or my mentor would not touch that meal if it's not been done from the heart.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I think those are people who mentored me in business, in my character as well. And yeah.
Cool. Taking L's. Taking L's is a big part of the winning game. How many losses have you incurred, and how have you overcome those shortcomings, and what are the lessons that you learned through your L's?
My losses are plenty. I can't say. But look, I've started the restaurant 3 times. It failed 3 times. I had to change the concept behind it. And for me to know that a restaurant is nothing, it's a perfect idea, it's a dream. But now I needed to find a way to sustain the dream. So with that, I knew that with growing, I needed to find a way to grow the brand. So I started as a restaurant, and then I had to move from being a restaurant to a caterer. So be able, because I had lots of equipment at the time, I purchased lots of equipment, then I had to move from that and to find a way to grow my business in order to sustain the other business. I focus more on corporate catering. We cater for the SABC, we cater for chicken puratos, we cater for training departments, plenty of them on the list, and the media houses. So now, that side has tried to make me balance my losses. So it doesn't mean I've not failed. I failed 3 times in order for me to get it once.
I think what I am trying to get to with this particular question is that we all fail when it comes to success. Success is not just a success after success. Yeah.
You get discouraged, you'll get encouraged, you'll get discouraged, but you still find a way. So what will keep you going is the fact that knowing that someone quoted the other day, says, you don't get what you pray for exactly, but you get what you wait for. So when you started as something, you had an end goal to it. The end goal will be something that you desire. So it doesn't mean when you're failing, you are failing. It just means you need to take cares and learn through it. For you to succeed, trust me, you're going to fail. You are going to encounter more failures than you will see your successes. You will count more failures than you count more your progress. But now in that, it's knowing that eventually the dream is. What drives me is knowing the end goal. When you start something, be sure what you want to establish. Be sure what you want to see at the end of the day. So that you don't, when you're not seeing it, the losses don't define you, but they define the period of losses.
What keeps you motivated and amped up? I feel like whenever you wake up this way, you're always like energetic. Like that's the Tony setting, default setting.
Yeah.
So what gets you this way?
What gets me this way? I'm energy conscious. I can tell you if I get into an atmosphere. I remember there was a set that I went in. There was so many egos there. Like, you know, when you're in places where people want to find who they are.
Yeah.
Like, I am cool. Okay, cool. Keep it to yourself. I don't want to be a joker in me. You know, remember that the Joker ad where the guy goes to the airport and says, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
People don't care who you are.
Yeah.
So if
do you know who you are?
That's all it matters. It mattered to me who I am. It was enough. For me, I will not go and ruin someone else's energy, because I need your energy to operate. If I get you down, my energy is going to be down already. So you're making me lose, and I'm not going to be losing there. You're also going to be losing, because the greater you won't come out of you, because my energy is not going to be aligned with yours. For me to be like that, I'm energy conscious. If something does not weigh on me, I shift away from, because there's an end goal that I want to accomplish. I want to be happy, mate. I've been said for many times, I just want to be happy.
Uba happy.
Uba happy, sorry.
Anyway, Uba happy is it leads to mental health. Mental health is something very important within, like now it's a buzzword, but mental health within, as an entrepreneur, is very important because we live in here. We live in our minds, our failures affect us in our minds, our successes, like all these things. So the importance of mental health, and how do you maintain your mental health? Do you do counseling? Is therapy involved?
For me, it's the book. I'm a big reader of the Bible. So whenever I feel like I'm weighing too much on myself or discouraged, I always read the Bible. And I get encouragement from that. When it comes to mental health, man, there's many things and ways of dealing with things. And what works for me might not work for you.
Indeed.
So seeing a psychologist, trust me, it's advisable. Your life depends on it. Because there's so much healing that you need to do as an individual besides being in business. It's being emotionally, family-wise, business-wise.
Striking a balance.
Like you need to find a balance with everything. So mental health, it's a state of your own. If you find you'll be able to operate in everything. So it doesn't mean we wake up being okay, but we choose to be okay every time. So if you choose to become something every time, that means you are willing to become that even when the space does not allow you, when the energy does not allow you. So you literally, when I would say block, but blocking means you are running away from something.
Yeah.
But being able to deal with emotions on your own, if not on your own, talk to someone.
Yeah.
You know, communicating with people, communication really comes in one hand with being oneness. If I'm not able to wait on you, if I'm able to tell you what I'm going through, and you being able to take it in, and being able to recycle for me to become a better person, is good.
Yeah, so what I want to touch on, like, people take away their power so much. You said something very important about choosing how we feel. I tell people, I've recently realized that you actually choose how to feel. How the moto uangkwatisa. You are saying, you just said it. You said uangkwatisa. You chose uangkwatisa too. But if this person was not important to you, whatever they did would not affect you. But it's because you are choosing already. This person is not important to me, and whatever they do is insignificant. So I choose not to feel anything. So we are in control of our feelings. Very in control of our feelings. Anyway, good relationships. Good relationships are very important in business. How do you maintain, and do you find it important to maintain good relationships?
Very important.
Yeah.
When I started out, I played lots of coaches.
Yeah, I told you I did the same thing.
Because there's a thing that when you feel like this is who I am, this is not worth it. And you think people are not worth it. When you start having that attitude, you lose lots. Because we grow, besides having a billboard written in your brain, rather than telling people about the sales that you render. But what sells your brain more is people talking about you. So if I have a space between me and you where me and you are never well off, you always remember that me and you are not okay.
Yeah.
But if I make a mark in you, when someone comes and tells you about the bad experience that they had with me, you'd be able to defend me who I am. No, I'm sure Tony is not capable of that. Let me call him. Tony, did you do 1, 2, and 3? I just find this from this person. And then from that person, when I respond, it will tell a lot about who I am. And that person will know, see me through your eyes. So about building bridges, be conscious who you try to build bridges with. Be conscious who you build relationship with. Relationship will sustain you. Relationship will build you. Relationship will take you from the lowest that you are to the highest dream that is able to spin out. So keep relationships in healthy ways. You can live without letting a bad energy between you and a person. We can disagree about something. And then there are times we disagree, but we will not affect our relationship. But we found a way to work in the relationship.
Speaking of good relationships, what are some of your most valued relationships in life, in business, and in life, personal life? And what do they present to you? What do they give?
I keep love a lot. You know, if I come across you in business and good energy around you, and I'm content. When I feel that inside you there's peace, you're a keeper. And if I'm learning a lot from you, you're a keeper. Alright? So it's me. With that being conscious that you need to be able to know what works for you. For you to be at peace with everything that goes around your life, be conscious who you keep. When you think long term with people, it's like choosing a marriage. As much as you choose the relationships around you, you choose the people. So I need to know that am I allowing peace in my space? Because every power that I bring on board is going to affect you good or bad.
So some of your valued relationships?
Valued relationships. I love people who bring me money.
Spoken like a true entrepreneur. All right. People who give me money, bring me some money. Paying dues is such an important part of wealth creation.
Yeah.
What dues do you feel you had to pay, or you still paying right now?
I feel like losing the business.
It's paying dues.
It's paying.
Yeah.
And when you become proud as an individual, you pay. Because there's nothing that costs money or makes a person use money than pride. Where you need to prove your authority to people. You know, humility will take you among kings. Humility alone, besides your dream or your vision. But being humble and being able to take in people, regardless of their status, but allowing them in, it's being able to pay your dues. So humility, I would say, is one that helps you to pay off. When you have that, you are able to go.
Good stuff. Besides the Bible, right?
Yeah.
I will always argue about that, but I understand the beauty of the knowledge that you get from the show.
Yeah.
Not going to how it was used in ill ways or in any other way that is not loving and godly. But books are very important. They shape our perspective. What are some of the books that shape your perspective or your growth?
I'm a book lover, man. Whenever I get time to zoom in and try to identify who I am and who I'm becoming every day, it's through books. So I've read the countless books. The album that I read is The Secret. By Rose, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Think and Grow Rich. Nicole. I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've read the principles of becoming of habits and principles of becoming highly powerful people.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice as well. I've read books. I love books a lot, but currently I'm developing a thing for parenting. Because I feel like that's something that I'm trying to be good at.
Yes. I'm glad that we had the convo and you are acting on it. Because I feel like parents are foundational, right?
Yeah.
And they teach the child how to act in situations, how to react in certain situations.
Yeah.
People have cuck attitude because they were raised by cuck parents.
Yeah.
They didn't teach them how to be better people.
Toxic parents.
Yes, toxic, crappy parents.
We had, I'm glad that we had that because I feel like when we had that conversation, we let people or give people gifts that don't actually help them to become better. And we attended the bishop of the kids and but no one's giving a book on how to do this.
Be a parent,
When you read about being a parent, you're not reading on being diluting who you are or who.
It just gives you tools
on how
to be and how to deal with your child. Yeah.
Because every child is not the same.
Indeed. You know that weirdest thing that black parents will say, or I've heard black parents say, is that no two kids, but they then go forward and raise them the same way. Like, how do you say that and then continue to raise their children?
It doesn't make sense. So for me, I've discovered the love for kids, for reading books for kids. There's a man that I love. I forgot his name. Yeah, he's new. I'm new to him.
Yeah,
I'm new to him. But he's Miles Monroe. Yeah. So he wrote these nice, interesting books about how parenting is and how to fall in love with it more.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying the guy, and I hope I become a great parent so that I can produce. I'm not saying great kids, but conscious kids.
Yeah, mindful kids.
Mindful kids
who know like what they say, their actions, and how the repercussions of such. Yeah, man. What are your top favorite South African or African brands or products or services?
Wow. Oh, I know what.
I know, Tshabalala.
The Conte. I'm just doing very well. I'm proud of Bantu. Temple the gin maker. Guy is doing extremely well. Obviously, it's Lapeng, mate. It's Lapeng Gourmet. Come on.
Lapeng. Okay, we bring it back home. Yeah. What do you feel like you can do better in your business right now?
What I can do better? That one, I think it's something that I still need to work on because I feel like I'm trying to do better every day.
Yeah.
So I will not pinpoint it exactly, but I know that I'm trying to become better than I was yesterday, and then greater than I am today, and then not going forward. That's an end goal. So it's not going to be something that I will go and pinpoint anything, but it's what I know that it's constant improvement of self and in the business as well.
Cool stuff. I love music.
Yeah.
And I constantly find inspiration from music. One of my favorite songs is that I recently discovered Mariah Carey, Make It Happen.
Yeah.
So the songs that you feel the same way about.
For me, one song that I enjoy listening to, it takes me to that time where we're driving the Porsches, we're flying from state to state, going for presidential, jet life, and then it says GLAMOURS, living first class, living the life of champagne.
Yes.
Because we live in this life glamorous. So that's my, I would say that's my love song. When every time when I feel down, I'm like, hey nigga, we're living fast things. Living the life, full of champagne, private jets. So this is it. This is it.
For sure. I like that song too. A quote that inspires you as well.
You're never too late to do good.
People always feel like it's too late. I want to go back on that too late thing. Like, it's never too late. It's never too late to start the business of Atangwekala. It's never too late to go ask out that lady or that guy that you like. Never too late to spend on that trip that you want to go to.
Never too late.
Never too late at all. And what is your definition of wealth?
Definition of wealth? Freedom. Freedom to buy, freedom to travel, freedom where you can buy time for you to have enough time by paying someone else to do what you wanted. That is freedom. Imagine if I had to pay 10 people to cook and yet I'm flying to New York and the same people who are cooking are being paid and carrying the same character as I do, same energy as I do, same passion for the food as I do, and I'm not around. I come back to and being proud of saying, your team is exactly how you were done. And for me, it's freedom to do things that you're passionate about. That's for me. That's being a wealth creator.
Okay, cool stuff. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, T.
As they say, kukasiarona, so And I'd like to add to that, in all of that gone. See you next time.